Hello, I wanted to walk everyone through my team building process. I just want to make a fairly simple Regulation H team, and then I would like to do a few battles with the team I made. I'm not real high on this account, so a lot of the games will be kind of lower ladder right now. I've not really had the chance to play very many games. Alright, so let's hop into the team building part. I'm really wanting to make a team with Sneasler on it. I've not got to play Sneasler in a little bit, honestly, since last time Reg H was here. So I want to play Unburdened Sneasler. I think that's probably the best one in the format right now. I want to run Psychic Seed, and I want to be Terra Dark. Sneasler's kind of a weird Pokemon, where it kind of wants... It's an offensive Pokemon, but it tends to also be able to play a defensive role because of its typing. It resists so many attacks that it's kind of hard to pin down. And for that reason, I'm wanting to run just a fairly basic set. I want Terra Dark to just become immune to Psychic type attacks, Psychic Seed to trigger Unburden, which is double speed if you lose an item, Rote Drop for just Dark Stab and then close combat, and Dire Claw. I'm going to come back to the stats for it a little bit later, because I have some ideas. I also want to run Indeedee Male, but I'm wanting to run Choice Scarf version. I want to run Expanding Force, and I know I want Trick on it. Let's see, what else would I want? Ooh, if I'm gonna run Trick, I kind of want to be able to... I want to be able to run Protect, because my main goal is to be tricking stuff. Because if I'm not tricking, I'm Expanding Force. And then what's a good single target Psychic move? I think it's just going to be Extra Sensory. Yeah, I think I'm just going to roll with Extra Sensory. Actually, no. If I'm going to... I don't need Psychic. I'm going to play Terra Blast. And for it, I'm going to be fairly basic. I'm just going to run Max with a Modest Nature. I really like Volcarona on this kind of stuff just because Volcarona is so obnoxious. I need a decent Spore immunity. So I want to play kind of supportive. So I'm gonna run the Tailwind and Rage Powder. And for the last moves, let's see. I want a decent bug move. So, I'm gonna run the Struggle Bug one, just because I do think that's pretty good. And then I'm just gonna want like a Fire move, which I really don't want to play over here. I don't like missing. We're just gonna run Fiery Dance. And you want it to be... There's a set, it's like really good. that was used by some other players, and I'm just gonna take it. It's pretty simple. And I mean, it worked very well for what they were doing, and I think it'll do me just fine. For the last few months, I need something else that's immune to safety goggles. I mean, immune to spore, so I need safety goggles. But before that, I want to play Blood Moon. Because I like the combination of Blood Moon plus Redirection. And Blood Moon is fairly straightforward. It's just Hyper Voice, Blood Moon, Protect, and then you normally just run Earth Power or Ground Stab. And you just Paranormal for more damage. But it also just tends to be a 252, modest on this kind of thing, just because you want to be able to outspeed Pokemon if you set up a Tailwind. And then let's find a good safety goggles Pokemon. So for this, I'm actually going to open up a lab mouse. And I'm going to go through here and I'm going to look at top Pokemon. So if I look in here, safety goggles, I kind of want to play. Actually, I know what I want to do. I want to run Garchomp, and I want to run Tyranitar. So I could run the whole AV Terra Flying Tyranitar stuff, which is just Terra Blast, Knockoff, Rock Slide, and Low Kick. And it tends to it runs fairly bulky while still being offensive. Just Tyranitar has such good natural bulk that once you terrestrialize out of your weakness, it's insane. It just puts in so much work. And then for Tyranitar, I mean Garchomp. I just want to run the Clear Amulet, Terra Steel, and I just want to run Earthquake, Dragonclaw, Protect, and for the last move, I want Substitute. And then we're just gonna, for right now, because I'm unsure of what I want to do, I just want to run Jolly. I want max speed. And I'm just gonna do something pretty basic. I'm gonna Valid. Ooh, I almost forgot my Sneasler. So on the Sneasler, I want to run a bulky one. And there's a set that I've liked for a long time, which I like it just because your Sneasler can live a hit while still being able to pick up some essential one-hit KOs. Alright, so that's going to be the team. So now, we're just going to go straight into Reg H. Just hop in. And up first, we are up against we're going to accept team sheets. We're up against a Quaquaval, a Porygon 2, Incineroar, Whimsicott, Blood Moon, and Electivire. So this is going to be like a split, like Tail Room, Trick Room team. Some people call them Tail Room. Really fun. Oh, my opponent just forfeited. Okay. So we're going to go into a second game. Alright, so this time we're into Annihilate, Baxcalibur, Incineroar, Magnezone, Clefable, and Amoonguss. Fairly slow, bulky team. That's going to be analytic on the Magnezone, I would imagine. And just, it's going to be extremely bulky and kind of difficult to break through. So we're just going to lead with Sneasler and Didi. That's going to be fairly hard for them to be able to get through. And in the back, I want to bring Volcarona. And honestly, I'm gonna bring Garchomp. So they lead Incineroar, Amoonguss. So where this gets interesting is I'm going to just close combat to try to kill the Incin. And then I'm gonna go for the Terrapsychic. I am gonna Terrapsychic Expanding Force. Just try to eliminate the Amoonguss right off the bat. So they use Terra Fairy. Incin lives to close combat. And Amoonguss gets crit, but it still lives. So I lose an Indeedee, and my Sneasler gets put to sleep. That's a pretty bad turn. So I'm gonna swap Garchomp. My Sneasler, I can't really afford to swap in Volcarona on this, because if I do, I need Volcarona in the end game basically, but I need both of these Pokemon knocked out now. So I'm just gonna KO my own Sneasler and swap into the Volk. My opponent swapped their Amoonguss into Annihilate, which is really good play. Now, my issue is going to be... It's going to be the Annihilate. So if I Rage Powder, I have to hope that the Annihilate is not Safety Goggles. If it's Safety Goggles, I probably just lose. So I have to go for the Redirection and for the Dragon Claw into the Baxcalibur. It takes 74. Okay. Scale Shot missed, thankfully. So the Rage Fist gets stronger every time it's hit. So now I know that this is not Scarf. I was kind of worried about it being Scarf Annihilate. So now I'm just going to double into the Annihilate, and I'm going to just... No, I Fiery Dance into the Annihilate, and I just go for the Dragon Claw into Baxcalibur. I hope Fiery Dance knocks. Ooh, it lived, which is pretty unfortunate. Now we're in I think Earthquake will just win me the game. Amoonguss lives. Okay. So now I just have to click Earthquake until I wake up. Amoonguss can't really do much. So we just drop a GG and we'll finish this out. So we're just going to go ahead and open up another game. So on this one, this is Marco Silva's in LAIC team. Is the really, really good Sun Trick Room team. My opponent lost. So now back to this. This is going to be a really hard matchup. It's pretty hard to punish. And I'm gonna lead kind of weird. I'm gonna lead Garchomp and Didi, and I'm gonna have Tyranitar in the back. And I'm gonna bring... Sneasler. Okay, so the lead Porygon 2 and Incineroar. Not really the lead I was wanting to see, but it'll be okay. So I'm actually just gonna go for a substitute right off the bat, and I'm gonna just throw a trick off. I'm actually gonna throw the trick into the Incineroar. Oop, they swapped to Jumpluff. Honestly, I'm still okay with that, because that makes Jumpluff really awkward. So now I can just Terra Still and go for a substitute. And just Expanding Force. So now I'm fairly free to just... Because the Jumpluff is locked in the Spore. %30 is okay. I woke up, Expanding Force does a lot. Now, since I'm behind a substitute, I can pretty easily go for an Earthquake and just protect my Indeedee. And this should drop the Ursaluna. Yep. So now, it's their Choice Scarf Jumpluff, which is a little awkward for them. So if I just go for Earthquake and Expanding Force into the Jumpluff. Ooh, they swapped Porygon 2. That's a good play. So that puts their... So they did not bring the Charizard Sun part of it, which I think is interesting. Because I tend to think that's my favorite part of the whole option of the team. So, if I go for Rock Slide, and then I want to just Hera Blast the Porygon 2, because I need Porygon 2 to drop. Ooh. Okay. So, I probably lose. I forgot about the Terastallization, and I really just do not have a good way to deal with the... Actually, I know this team very well. So, their Jumpluff does not have damaging moves. So I need to get in a... I'm not going to be able to knock out both when I need to. So I'm going to have to just... Ooh, they swapped Jumpluff. So... I need to protect just to see what to do. If they go for Sleep Powder, the game's almost definitely over. They went for Rage Powder. I think I'm okay with that. No. Okay. So now, my only play... I gotta protect, and hopefully Instant drops. Oh, Sandstorm's over. So I have to actually just... Yeah, I had to hope for a para to win, and it didn't work out. Alright, next game. Fairly... pretty unconventional team. I doubt they're going to accept team sheets. But I really just like the Indeedee Sneasler lead again because I threatened Throat Chop into into both Dragapult and Sinistcha. And I threatened Close Combat into the Archaludon and the Mamoswine. Oh, he accepted Team Sheets. Hold up. Loaded dice. Alright, pretty interesting team. They do have Trick Room. Okay. So I want to bring the Indeedee Sneasler, but I also just want to bring Volcarona, and I want to bring Ursaluna. Okay, so they lead their fast mode. Which, I mean, it does make sense that this would be what they would go for. The Dragapult is definitely just going to go for Dragon Darts. My issue is I don't know if I just live the Dragon Darts. So I have to go fairly neutral. I'm just gonna go for a Throat Chop, and I'm just gonna Expanding Force. So the Tailwind happens, and then Dragon Darts, I live. So now the Throat Chop does 91, Expanding Force takes it down to 12 on the Talonflame. Now, okay, Archaludon. So I have to be fairly... I'm gonna have to protect Sneasler. Okay, so they did the right thing. Okay. So now I just have to swap Vault. So my Close Combat kills Archaludon. And I just have to Rage Powder to pick up the kill. So that just kills. Okay, so now they're on to their last Pokemon. As I have 2 remaining. It's Mamoswine. So here, I just need to double protect to stall the turn. And they're going for Icicle Spear. They tear a Bug to resist the Close Combat. So I just Dire Claw to kind of fish for damage. And I tear normal Blood Moon. And that's going to be game. The poison for BM. GG. Okay. So this is going to be our last game. And it's into Komodo Perish Trap shenanigans. This is a fairly hard team for me. So I just need something to output a lot of damage into the Gothitelle. And they're just going to like double fake out, be annoying. So the answer is just be annoying back. Oh. And Volcarona doesn't give me a whole lot in this matchup. But I liked the Tyranitar and Garchomp stuff. Okay. So we're straight in. I'm on Sneasler, and they just lead Primarina right off the bat. So this is kind of awkward. So I think I just have to Dire Claw into the Prim. Actually, I'm going to Dire Claw. No, I am going to Dire Claw the Primarina. And I just... No, I'm going to Dire Claw the Komodo. And just... No. I'm going to Dire Claw the Prim and Expanding Force. Okay. So, they done something fairly safe. They're the Iron Defense variant. So... this gets a little tricky. So I think to break through, I do have to Terra Psychic Expanding Force now. Ooh, they had in. Okay. Not ideal. But I will just repeat, because I just need damage into the Komodo. 34. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. 34 again. So... if I leap now, I bring up my Garchomp. And I'm just going to protect, and I'm just going to Earthquake. Okay. So now, I'm going to kill my Sneasler off. And bet on Tyranitar Garchomp to win the end game. So I'm just going to close combat. Because, I mean... and I'm just going to Earthquake again. I'm just going to go for the guarantee kill on Komodo, because if it keeps snowballing, I guarantee lose the game. Because if with Tyranitar on the field, my Sandbell will activate, making Garchomp just slightly harder to hit. Oh, so they just went ahead and they swapped Gothitelle, which is a little interesting in my opinion. But I'm okay with it. So they have the Primarina now, which is definitely not ideal. I'm just going to go for the knockoff. I probably messed this up. I'm just going to Rock Slide Dragon Claw into the Gothitelle. It's definitely going to fake out this turn. And the Primarina is just going to do way too much damage into me with Hyper Voice. It went for Perish Song. That is even worse. So... I don't know how I beat it at this point. I just have to go for like high damage and just hope, except I can't output enough damage. I lost to the Perish Trap because I did not respect it enough. Yeah, and that's just kind of the nature of it, I guess. Okay, I can't end on a bad note. Aurora Veltane. Understood. So I'm gonna lead into this. I want to bring my Volcarona and my Ursaluna, honestly. And then I want like Tyranitar and Garchomp in the back. Okay. So I don't mind this. Because I can just kind of go for a Tailwind. And then I just want to go for Blood Moon on the Garchomp. I just want to do as much damage as I can. I did not even think about Rock Slide. So I just swapped Volcarona for their Garchomp. And they crit me? Okay. That definitely could have went better. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking about Rock Slide on Garchomp. So now I am going to... I just want to kind of play bouncy, so I'm just going to go for the Terra-flying Rock Slide and just Hyper Voice. And hope the Dragonite Scale Shot does not just Oko the Tyranitar. I don't think it will, but it could. So it did go for Low Kick, which is even better for me. Unfortunately, the Incineroar flinches though. Okay, so now my opponent's kind of in an awkward spot, where now I just go for Rock Slide again, and I go for Blood Moon into the Dragonite, because that covers, like, if they want to pivot into something else, they take so much damage that it sets them back. If I had Protect on Tyranitar, I would just Protect to let Sandstorm take out the Incineroar. So now they go into Ninetales. Ooh, they went for Ice Spinner, which was a good play, but Rock Slide picks up the Dragonite now, as I go into Guard Chomp. So this is kind of awkward. Because their Blizzard will just kill my Garchomp. And since I Terrestrialize, I don't think my Tyranitar will live. But we just... Ooh, they're Terra Ice. I definitely die. No! Tyranitar's my goat! Oh. Okay, that was just funny. Okay. So... I'm going to get my elo up on this account. I'm just going to have to actually sit down and play with a real team. And next time, I'm going to have a higher elo. I'm also planning on doing some Reg J stuff, because I've not got to play as much of Reg J as I wanted to. I've been playing it a lot, but not nearly as much. I'm going to have this team sheet in the description, so feel free to use the team. Definitely not the best team out there, but it's just fun. So, I hope you have a good day, and bye-bye.